Well, guys, I don't like to admit it, but I think this could be the end. I've heard rumors of a hard frost coming. On the current 7-day forecast, I can't find it, but we're getting to the end of this growing season. So we got, Goji beans going to seed, Horizon Japanese wing beans going to seed. And then we've got a number of things that we still got to take care of and get in. I'm going to try to do an amount of that today, and then I'm going to try to do an amount of it maybe Sunday morning and see what I can actually handle. So I'm going to give you a brief tour of some of the stuff still going on here and see what you guys think. Now, we did just harvest 5 quarts of toothache plant flowers, but these were not harvested. So I got to pick those. Still got some beautiful peppers that we got to take care of. The passion fruits, if you look up in here, we do have a number of the winged beans that'll be going to seed, and then passion fruits are still dangling. This shard has been rocking it hard all year. This is some of the later stuff I put in. It can use another harvest. Here you can see a bunch more of the winged beans. So these green ones are a little bit bigger than we'd like to eat anyway, so we're gonna let them get all brown like this so we can harvest the seed. I know a number of people were interested in getting their hands on some, so I'll see what we can do. We do have more bitter melons going to seed, and I mean, look at how many flowers are still on this thing all over the ground here too. All those yellow flowers. These things would just keep going for quite a while, so we'll see how long they run. And then these guys are pretty much fizzling out, and we have not been keeping up with eating them like we could have. So these guys are definitely way past their prime, but there's definitely a lot of good ones still left for these Achacha cucumbers. Look at how many are up there though. I don't know if you can make them all out, but they're everywhere on this. So we're definitely going to save a lot of seeds for these, and then I think use the ones that are past their prime for chicken feed. The chickens will definitely like gobbling these up, so we'll see how that goes. One thing I was a little disappointed in this year was that I probably didn't get my papaya, that big tree across the way, in soon enough to have it fruit. I overwintered it last year. I may pull it up again and overwinter it one more year, give it the opportunity next year and see what happens. These guys I got in late, but there's some pretty incredible plants. These are the mini sweet peppers, so they are producing. There's a bunch more down there, and those mini sweet peppers are super tasty. Very cool, bigger than the mini bells and sweeter too, so happy about that. Here's kind of some of the volunteer stuff on this hugel mound. Got the red mustard greens, so we got a ton of seeds for those. I've got to get them listed. And then we've also got a lot of little cilantro coming in. I don't think that's going to do much. Beehives are still active, so I can see them coming in and out of there right now. I want to do a taste test on these guys. These are the big Thai peppers. So here they are. They're kind of heavy laden and tipping over, but there's definitely a lot of peppers there. They definitely produced really well. We'll see what happens. I was hoping to get a crop off of these late season cucumbers. That didn't happen. That's fine. And we do have some yellow wax beans here. The marshmallow in the corner is pretty tall. That went to seed really hard. I didn't collect any. I should have. I still may. Up through here, tomatoes are still producing. This is that shard that's been running hard all year. A lot of volunteer mustard greens down here. These are the green mustard greens. Clary sage reseeded itself everywhere, so I'm gonna have to lift these, put them back over here, and that'll turn to a big plant by next year. The sorghum is really tall. Chinese red noodle beans are still producing. The Thai basil is going hard. That's that stuff center screen there. These guys are about done for the year. That's the Jerusalem artichoke, the sunchokes, but they ain't done yet, so I'm gonna let them finish their time out. I'm thinking of taking a bunch of these Egyptian walking onions and dehydrating them. Looks like I'll have another harvest of the rhubarb here. Plus we're letting some more of those yellow wax beans go to seed. This I've got to harvest up again, and there's so many seeds here, guys. Just look at all the seeds. For that Malabar spinach. That's crazy. I definitely at least got to try to harvest this thing again. We'll see if the rain lets up today or if I gotta wait till Sunday. So, that guy's drying up. He's starting to turn brown. I'm probably gonna pull all these and just make as many pickles as I can. I think the plants, if you look at them, they're pretty much done. They had a frost. I don't think they're producing anymore. Ton of tomatoes here we could still harvest. Little cherries. And yeah, look at that. And I haven't been home much lately. A lot of them are on the ground, so we're gonna get volunteers next year. The goji berries are cranking it really hard. I did harvest some. I got to come back and get some more. Just look in there once. There's so many berries, and they're still flowering. They're still producing. These are the Koreans here. The okra we mostly just let go to seed. You can see these big overripe pods. So I have a bunch of that. Look at these guys. These are the mini bell peppers. Just insane. Look at what one of those plants can put out. I really haven't. Wow. I gotta harvest those again. Here's a ton of volunteer arugula. That's pretty cool. Ton of volunteer dill. So that's gonna work out well for my snake gourd pickles. Let's see if these guys are okay. They're still green. Oh, we do got a couple red ones. These are the Chinese goji berries. These are the more common ones you're gonna find, but there's some little red guys around. They're starting, so that's cool. More rhubarb over there. This is a whole section I really got to tame and push back. I never finished coming through this section, so we just got crazy grass and weeds everywhere. Not ideal. Volunteer pea plant, apparently. I should plant some more peas soon. I should have done that already. Looks like we got a lot of chicory coming up there. Hey, some volunteer red Russian kale. That's cool. Ton of more noodle beans. These guys, I mean, look, all these are going to be ready to harvest in just a couple days. That's cool. These guys are already going to seed. A lot more for seed. A lot of volunteer carrots at the ground level there. My elephant repellent pepper. And I guess I'm going to check this one section over here. Oh yeah, this American beautyberry. I love that. So I'll get some more of these established around the property too. Just because I like having the mosquito repellent on hand. That's pretty cool. I still got to rebuild this. It's just empty at the top. It's all got to be put back together. Then this volunteer tamarillo, I don't know if it's going to have time. You can see it's putting out some green fruit already, but it's got to turn orange to enjoy it. But what a plant for a volunteer. This is just one plant, but it is cranking out probably 100 to 150 or more fruit right now. So hopefully it's still got time to do that. So I think we're at the point where I've got to get whatever I can for produce out of here still, and then I've got to get whatever I can for seeds out of here. And at that point we may call this done. We may just be done with the garden for the year. But that's mostly going to be, you know, the summer crop stuff. I can still plant my fall and my winter harvest and go through a whole lot of other stuff here, which is one thing I like, especially about gardening this far south compared to Wisconsin, is that I can kind of have year-round production And that really means a lot to us. That really blesses us a lot. So hopefully you guys like that little tour. I'm gonna get to taking care of some of this stuff. We'll see you next time. Papa out.